My name's Lindsay, and I spent the entirety of my teenage years and early 20s a little ball of anxiety, and I would use substances to help aid in getting rid of that anxiety, to let me be social and allow me to have fun. I was using substances to give me a personality outside of my anxiety is basically what I did, okay? And it wasn't until I learned how to manage my stress and how to manage my mindset that I was able to, build a confident demeanor about myself and do things like this and record YouTube videos that I'm gonna post online and tell people to go watch. And so stress management is something I'm so passionate about, and especially in this past year, I really had to lead into stress management because I went too far, okay? I pushed myself too far without handling stress management. And yeah, I hit some goals, but my health took a toll, man. My health took a toll. And so this is why I want to make this video. I know tons of people out there are working on stress, like they have so much stress. Our lives are stressful. Our society is stressful. And so I know there's tons of people out there that need help with stress management. And so that is why I am making this video. I want to help you see that stress isn't just something that you have to carry. Having anxiety isn't something that you have to carry with you. It's not. And so I want to walk you through what stress management is. I want to walk you through what our central nervous system is. And I want to talk to you about how stress can be good. And then we can go into some stress management techniques. What is stress management? Stress management is using techniques to help people deal with their stress and improve their well-being, okay? That could be literally anything. So let me break down for you a couple techniques that you can use. We'll do that at the end. And what these techniques are actually like doing for your body and your mind, okay? So first, it's super important to understand our central nervous system. So our central nervous system is our brain, all down our spine, and our spinal cord. The brain and our spinal cord are basically like the managers of our body, okay? They are managing bodily functions, including thoughts, feelings, and movement, okay? That's a lot to handle, is it not? And so our central nervous system, CNS, so there's two sides to our central nervous system. There is the sympathetic state and the parasympathetic state. So the sympathetic state is our fight, flight, freeze, okay? This can happen because we are stressed. This can happen because, we have too much to do. We have anxiety. Like the American culture aids the sympathetic state, okay? The hustle, the grind, all right, if you will. Parasympathetic state is rest, digest. This is calm. This is chill. We're vibing, okay? And being in your parasympathetic state allows your body to feel safe. It allows your body to focus on other things other than fight, flight, or freeze, okay? So these are the two sides of our nervous system. And so if we're managing stress, we are managing the balance between these two things. It's important to know, that stress is not bad. Stress is good for us. Stress helps us grow. Stress gives us a reason to live. If life was super chill, it would be boring, okay? We're humans, we have a big ass brain, and we want to do stuff. So stress is good. We like stress, okay? There's people out there addicted to stress, but we have to learn how to balance the two. So enough stress in our day-to-day lives with enough rest and relaxation. And a funny little realization that I had the other day was that relaxing, we always say that, like, I'm gonna go relax. Like, we think of relaxing as like this actual like activity, like this actual action, when in reality, like it's relaxing is like a behavior. Okay, like this is a behavior we could implement anytime during the day, anytime. So we'll get into that a little bit more when we talk about the certain techniques for getting into our parasympathetic state. This is stress management. First technique for stress management that I want to discuss is huge, okay? Breath. Breathing. Mind-blowing, right? Our breath is so crucial to signaling to our central nervous system that we are safe. Think about it. You're running, just imagine, you're getting chased by a chihuahua, a rabid one, okay? You're running, you're out of breath, you're taking short, shallow breaths. Your body is signaling, we're in danger, okay? We're about to get bit by a rabid chihuahua. So let's fucking run, okay? Let's fucking run or let's fucking fight. Flight or fight. Are we gonna punt the chihuahua or are we running from it? The other thing that might happen is you might freeze, but that's, that's your own decision, okay? So short, shallow breaths signal that we are in danger. On the other hand, deep, slow, intentional breaths tell our nervous system that we are good to go. We're safe, we can relax, because if we were getting chased or if we hadn't eaten and we were like looking for food, or if we, whatever situation you're in, we would have short, shallow, panicked breaths, okay? So when it comes to this for stress management, the easiest thing to do is just to take some deep breaths throughout the day. That is a pretty broad, piece of advice that's hard to track and ensure that you do. So but as well as doing that, try and set aside specific time each day to work on your breath. Things you can do while you work on your breath: the dishes, reading a book, taking a shower. Can you find time in your day to specifically also work on taking deep breaths? When you're taking deep breaths, I think it's really important to, ensure you're actually doing it consistently. Our bodies like consistency. And so a good technique that I like to use is 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. You can also do box breathing. So you would do 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, 4 seconds out, 4 seconds hold. That is amazing. It definitely can take some time to build up to 4 seconds on all 4 sides. So don't get down on yourself if you can't do that. Start with 2, work your way up to 3, work your way up to 4. If there's a certain part of the box you're struggling with, just work on it, okay? Just keep showing up and it will get easier. But breath work will help your body enter that parasympathetic state very, 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 very easily, as long as you can actually control your breath and keep it consistent. I recommend at least starting with 5 minutes. I'd actually recommend just starting with 5 minutes. Don't give yourself a goal that's so far off from what you already do that you're gonna do it twice and then you aren't ever gonna want to do it again because it sounds like it's too hard. You know what I mean? So give yourself increments, okay? So that's breath. The second, stress management technique we're going to talk about is movement. So there's a couple different ways that this can go. If you're feeling anxious, if you have a lot of anxious energy, anxious stress, it can be really good to help slow yourself down, okay? So slow movements like yoga or stretching can be phenomenal. Even a slow stroll outside. These can be amazing ways to also pair with breath to bring your body back into that parasympathetic state, back into rest and digest, okay? So slow, calm movements are great to get you back into that parasympathetic state, okay? If you're ever stressed, angry stressed, or even heartbreak stressed, Exercise like lifting and running can help you find that balance too, okay? Like movement is so underrated for a prescription. Like we should be prescribing people movement for these things, okay? So get moving. Angry, heartbroken, go for a run, go lift weights, okay? Anxious and like sick to your stomach, like calm down, bring yourself into that parasympathetic state. Bring your body back to homeostasis, do some stretching and breath work and bring it down that way, okay? And then sleep is so important, okay? If you have high levels of stress, are you sleeping? How long are you sleeping, okay? If you have trouble sleeping, what are you doing before bed? What are you eating? What are you drinking? What are you consuming with your eyes, with your ears? Temperature. Is your bed actually comfortable? Sounds around you. Let's check out those things, okay? And for stress management, like for like just our actual like bodies to feel safe, are we eating enough food? If you have high levels of anxiety and high levels of stress and you eat nothing but coffee and sugar all day until dinner, you're just fueling that stress, okay? I'm just gonna be so real with you. You are just fueling that stress. So what are you eating and how much water have you been drinking? These are all controllable factors to help with your stress management. And not only are they gonna help you with your stress management, but they're gonna make your body healthier. They're gonna make you feel better. They're gonna make you look better. They're gonna make your face brighter, like a glow up, okay? Stress management is a glow up. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is for like just insane stress. Sometimes you're gonna have a panic attack. Sometimes you're gonna be having that mentee B. You're gonna be having that mentee B, and maybe you need something a little extra. Maybe you need something a little extra. So our bodies are really responsive to stimulus, right? And so there's a couple different techniques that you can do to like help bring external stimulation to your body to help relieve stress and help, like, again, bring the body to homeostasis. Sometimes you have to meet your body where it's at and give it like the opposite to bring it back to homeostasis, okay? So some things that you can do that are really popular are, one, humming. So going, that is very calming for the body, okay? Which also, you could also like look up those vibrations on like Spotify. Stress relief frequencies, and they can play stuff like that for you to feel that. Another thing you can do is tapping, and you can Google different like tapping methods for different points on your body, and that can really ground you and bring you back to earth, okay? And these are things you could find ways to do them discreetly, like if you're out and about, just like so stressed that you think it's gonna like derail your whole day. These are techniques that you can use. Lastly, give it a good old scream, okay? Give it a good old scream, give it a good old cry. We cry for a reason. We want to yell for a reason. Get it out, okay? It's the same idea with movement and breath. When you're moving, you're getting energy out. You're moving tension out of your body. You are putting out energy. You can choose to release the negative, and you can choose to bring in the positive. So when you're inhaling on your breath work, think positive, bring it in, think positive. And when you're exhaling, get it out. Think of that shit and get it out. Let it go, breathe it out. Scream if you need to. That is gonna pair like that sensation of like that humming vibration along with like an extreme release of emotion. So just like get it the fuck out, okay? Stress management 101. Let it out, girlfriend. Okay, let it out. So this video is helpful for you. Share it with somebody else who would find this helpful as well. And go ahead and follow me for more videos like this. I want to keep pumping out helpful information to you guys. Peace. It's you versus you, baby.